Hello and welcome to Filter Kaapi, the channel where you get accurate and reliable and fact-based news from the world of education. The mota headline from the Karnataka High Court is that the Common Entrance Test, the CET, will take place on the 30th and the 31st of July. That's tomorrow and day after. The two-judge bench of Justice M.I. Arun and Justice Arvind Kumar did not find the position of the petitioners convincing enough to stop the conduct of the examination. Remember, there were 3 petitions that were filed in the Karnataka High Court. In fact, at 5 p.m, when the judges actually took a 15-minute break, the tough line that they took against the government during the arguments suggested that they may not allow the conduct of the examination. When they got back after a break post 7 p.m, they were more in favor of the conduct of the examination, provided the standard operating procedures and all the safety precautions were properly put in place and implemented, and no candidate was stopped from taking the examination. Those were some of the conditions that the judges insisted on. Now, what did the petitioners actually say? Let's go through that, because there were some very strong arguments made against the conduct of the examination, demanding a postponement. Point number 1. They said that since the 13th of May, when the dates of 30th and 31st of July were first announced, there has been a marked change in the circumstances on the ground in terms of the number of COVID-19 cases in Karnataka. The court, in fact, also agreed and remarked during the arguments that the state was putting the lives of students in danger. So pretty strong language was used during the arguments. Point number 2, the judge asked the state, the additional advocate general who was representing the Karnataka government, what is the hurry when NEET also has been postponed to September? When the state said UGC guidelines stipulate that all these examinations have to be completed by the 30th of September 2020, the judge said, in that case, you really have time. You have full 2 months in order to be able to comply with what the UGC has said. When the state of Karnataka further argued that there could be an increase in the number of COVID-19 cases in the months of August and September, the judge argued, on the contrary, it's quite possible that they could also decrease. Why I'm telling you all this is so that you have an idea about the kind of arguments and the quality of arguments that took place in this virtual courtroom. Now, the petitioners had said that containment rules are being diluted. That was one of the major points that was made by different petitioners. The court asked, how many hours before an exam does the student need to come to the examination center, and whether the constable, the police constabulary, will know on the ground whether a student and a guardian from a containment zone will be allowed to step out in order to go to the examination center. To which the state pointed out that the hall ticket which has been given to all the students, the candidates, will be like a pass. With that pass, any policeman, any constable will allow them to step out of the containment zone, the student and his or her parent to travel to the examination center, and that every police station, these instructions have been passed on. That's a commitment the state of Karnataka has given in the Karnataka High Court. Point number 4, the court also wanted to know, and this is all happening during the arguments, right? The court wanted to know if, like the SSLC, the Class 10 board examinations, whether the state was willing to provide a second chance to students who do not take the examination right now. The additional advocate general said that being a competitive examination, that would not be possible, because then many students could actually opt out of taking the exams now, and may choose to appear at a later date. So in light of these very convincing and strong arguments, how did the state of Karnataka manage to convince the two-judge bench that the examinations should be conducted tomorrow and day after? Now, the additional advocate general argued that we are in a state of preparedness to conduct a safe examination for all the 1.94 lakh students. In real terms, what this translates to is 8,100 rooms in 497 examination centers all over Karnataka, ensuring that there are not more than 24 students inside one room at an examination center, right? So that's a commitment that has been given by the government of Karnataka. Also, so far 40 candidates have declared their COVID-19 positive cases. The number you would recall I had put out in an earlier video was 17 till Sunday. Till date, the number is now 40. So 40 ambulances are being arranged for these 40 COVID-19 positive cases to take them to a separate examination center. There is an examination center for such candidates, one in every district and two in Bengaluru, one in Bengaluru North and one in Bengaluru South. The Additional Advocate General also saying that every center, every exam center will be sanitized, thermal scanners will be provided, Section 144 to be in force around the examination center so that there is no crowding around the examination center. And he also pointed out that there is a definite financial cost for the entire state administration to be so prepared, because everything has been put in place ahead of the examinations tomorrow and day after. So the court has finally said in its order that no candidate should be stopped from proceeding to the exam center. That's very important, and I hope the entire Karnataka police administration down to the lowest level on the ground is aware of this order, that no candidate, not even one candidate out of the 1.94 lakh candidates should be stopped from proceeding to the examination center, especially if he or she is from a containment zone, and that all safety precautions must be put in place. The state also said that there are thousands of students who have downloaded the hall ticket, and that's an indication that they want to take the examination. So therefore, the examinations should be conducted. So that argument winning the day for the state of Karnataka. So students, brace yourself for the next 2 days to write the examinations, taking all precautions. That has to be of paramount importance. Okay, I am telling you this, be safe, ensure that you have all the safety precautions in place. Wear quality masks, 3-layer mask, not one of those fashionable single layer masks. 3-layer mask, carry sanitizers, wear a face shield also preferably. I know it won't be comfortable to sit through that examination and write it wearing a mask, and especially if you're wearing glasses, it tends to fog. So you need to take care of all those things. But in the larger interest of your safety, please put up with it, because it's a question of being able to write the examination well. It's also a question of your personal safety. Okay, so all the best to you. God bless you and keep you safe. Thank you very much for watching.